And we are officially live. At least I hope I am. If I'm not, I'm playing songs for me. And I've got lots of, there we go. There. I have lots of comments and stuff coming in. Oh, they're going to be hard to read because they're coming by so fast. Well, listen, everyone. A big welcome. I'm George Canyon. If you're tuning in, thanks so much. This is our very first online concert series. I use the word concert a little loosely. It's a visit. We're having a visit. We're getting to be together, even though because of COVID we can't. And I'm praying for all of you and all your families that you stay safe and we all get through this together as one big community worldwide, not just at home here in Canada, but worldwide, all over the world, praying for everybody. And I know we can get through this together. We've gotten through lots before. Music, to me, is always a comfort. You know, even when I'm feeling down, I might just pick up the guitar and just start singing just for me. And so, because I'm blessed to have music and have had this wonderful career of 30 years, and a big thanks to all you fans, we get to share music and hopefully gives you a break from the news and from Netflix. I don't mean any... No discourse against Netflix there. I'm just running out of things to watch. I don't know what else to watch out there. So let's get right after some music here. Oh my gosh. Right after a TV show I was on called Nashville Star. This was my very first top 5 single at home in Canada. And it was the first song I ever played live at the Grand Ole Opry, actually, which was a whole other experience and was every time after that. So we'll play it for you acoustically the way it was written. Someday I'm gonna drive me a faster car, park in front of a house, the bigger yard. I'm gonna break my back, I'm gonna bust my tail, taking everything another notch upscale. I won't fail. Here we go. Well, I'll never ever do better than you. When it comes to your love, baby, I've already done the best I can do. Girl, it's so true. I'll never ever do better than you. One day I'm gonna hit a little bigger leg, and I'll bring you home an even bigger check. One more and fortune's gonna smile on me. I'm gonna go even higher than I aim to be. Wait and see. Well, I'll never ever do better than you. When it comes to your love, baby, I've already done the best I can do. Girl, it's so true. I'll never ever do better than you. Well, I'll never ever do better than you. When it comes to your love, baby, I've already done the best I can do. Girl, it's so true. I'll never ever do better than you. There's nothing better than you. Never better than you. Well, we survived one song. I guess we're getting through them. That was a lot of fun. That brings back a whole bunch of crazy memories for me. Crazy memories. And back in the day, it was like 16 years ago now. Crazy. Just gonna have a little bit of tea out of my Picto Lodge teacup. Good to have. Gotta follow that up with some water. Make sure my voice stays good and clear. I got my Steinhardt cup going on. Big thanks to Steinhardt. Back in Nova Scotia right now, I hear they're making hand sanitizer, even though they make the best gin and vodka in the world. They're making hand sanitizer right now. And all these companies are coming together across Canada, which got me thinking, because I've heard from lots of different entrepreneurs and small business owners. They're thinking they're not going to make it through this. And I'm really encouraging everybody to support local companies and Canadian companies. If you've supported all your local companies, support Canadian companies. Help all these small businesses make it through this. We can do this together. And if you're a small business owner, you're an entrepreneur, and I don't know, you have a cup, you want me to drink tea out of, we're just here to help. So anything I can do to help promote small business right now, locally, at home here in Canada, we're here to help. We got to all come together and do what we can to get through all this. Speaking of buddies in the music business, I got one in particular I've been writing songs with for, a long time. 20 years, actually. And I'm going to play for you the very first song that we wrote together. Now, this was when we both were kind of fair weather cowboys, which means we'd only get out and ride our horses in the nice sunshine and warmth, and as long as it wasn't raining or snowing or any of the above. We would get out and ride. And my very first horse, his name was Chester. And he had one eye. And Johnny Reed, if you're watching, you remember getting to ride old One Eye Chester and doing circles out in the field, because he'd only do circles to the left with his one eye. But Dean Brody and I, we've been writing songs a long time together. And we wrote this here song together. And this, feel free to sing along. I can't hear you, but it's always good to know you're singing. Every morning when I wake up, I pour coffee in my cup, and I look out on the fields and land that I call home. And if there's no chance of rain and I need to get away, I'll grab old Chester and be long, long gone. Looks like a good day to ride underneath this big warm sun. Looks like a good day to let this old boy fly loose on the rain, on the run to a blue endless sky. Looks like a good day to ride. There's a world that's in a race for some money and some fame. Well, out here there's nothing, and all I need is what I have. So when I want to free my mind from the concrete and the signs, I head for those mountains and back to who I am. Looks like a good day to ride underneath this big warm sun. Looks like a good day to let this old boy fly loose on the rain, on the run to a blue endless sky. Looks like a good day to ride. Looks like a good day to ride underneath this big warm sun. Looks like a good day to let this old boy fly loose on the rain, on the run to a blue and endless sky. Looks like a good day to ride. Thanks, my buddy Dean Brody, for writing that one with me. We had a lot of fun, if I remember correctly. Quite a laugh getting to write that, actually. So next Sunday, that's what we're talking about this. I'll try to keep an eye on the... Do you know how hard it is to read when you have reading glasses and you don't have your reading glasses on? Oh, they're going past too fast. And okay, in Brantford, and oh my gosh, people from all Ireland. There's someone from Ireland, all over the world. And thanks for brightening my day. Well, thank you, Donna, for saying thanks for brightening my day. This is the beauty of social media right now, and of course we're on Shaw here, at my studio in the house. Just got a little studio in the house here. It's where I make my music, and big thanks to Shaw for putting it all out there. I mean, they don't know we're doing this. We're a customer like anybody else, but it's always good to say thanks to those that are supplying the ability to get this out there right now, and all my friends at Universal Audio, UAD, and Townsend Sphere mics. Boy, they make my life a lot easier. Once again, I'm just a customer, but just like every other customer, it's nice to be able to say thanks. We appreciate the hard work everybody's doing, and bringing everyone together right now. Next Sunday, speaking of these little things we're doing, 3 p.m. we're going to try to do this 3 p.m. every Sunday. That's the idea. But next Sunday, you have to excuse me, it's so dry. I have to constantly be sniffling. It's so dry. Next Sunday, we're doing the same thing, but it's a kids show. And next Sunday, it's going to be all for kids from my upcoming children's record that is finally ready to go. We're going to have a children's book that gets released with it as well. We can't give you a date because of the COVID thing. It's kind of thrown everything out of whack in everybody's world. But we were able to at least tell you it's coming. And next Sunday, we're going to play a few tunes from that for all the kids. So all moms and dads, my wife and I know her kids were young once. All you moms and dads out there, get your kids together next Sunday at 3 p.m. We're going to have a kids show, a kids concert. We might put some lyrics up on Facebook prior so that if you want, you can print them off and we can have a little sing-along. Except for, of course, the one song, the fart song. You really don't need the lyrics to that. All you need to know is, and that's how it goes. Speaking of kids, our son and daughter are, oh, God willing, WestJet's going to have them home tomorrow from university. And I wrote this for my son, Cale. He was, Cale was like 8 or 9 years old. He was just little. And he'd asked me why I'd never written a song for him because I wrote a song for Madison, his sister. And so Richard Marks and I actually sat down and wrote this song. And I'll never forget getting to play it for Cale. The first time he heard it was actually on the radio on the way to elementary school in High River, and came on there, and he had this big grin on his face. So I always send it out to my boy. And I like to send it out to all the dads who have sons. No matter how old your boy is, he'll always be your little boy. This will be for you too. My little boy came to me last night. He said, "Daddy, I wish I could drive that big old truck just like you. You can stay up as late as you want, watch TV all night long, nobody telling you what to do. I know I'm everything he just can't wait to be. But if it was up to me, I'd ride my bike down the old dirt path, hands in the air going way too fast, make the morning last all afternoon. In a towel swing over Beaver Creek, man, that water was cold and deep. Lie on a bank, stare up into the blue. Yeah, son, I wanna be just like you. Then he said, when you gonna take me to work? I said, let's stay here, dig in the dirt, play Tonka trucks, trade baseball cards. He wants to travel the world like me, rather stick around, climb a big oak tree, catch fireflies in a mason jar. He's just a breath away from standing in my shoes, but if I could stand in his, here's what I'd do. I'd ride my bike down the old dirt path, hands in the air going way too fast, make the morning last all afternoon. Sit around, make up silly songs, build sandcastles all day long. karaoke bars and watch cartoons. Yeah, son, I wanna be just like you. I looked down at him with a smile in my eye, and I could see myself standing by my father's side. Ride around my bike till we hold her path, hands in the air going way too fast. Make the morning last all afternoon. In a tight swing of a beaver creek, man, that water was cold and deep. Lie on the bank, stare up into the blue. Yeah, son, I wanna be just like you. Sit around, make up silly songs, build sandcastles all day long. Oh, I love singing that song. All I see is little pictures of my son in my head when he was just little, hauling around a hockey stick. Wow. Funny how quick time goes by. And how precious our families are. And during this time, make sure you hug your kids and keep your families close. Not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that, we're actually going to have a request show. Now, I've caught a few people texting in, and of course, with the passing of Kenny Rogers, that was very sad. It shocked us all, and my heart and condolences go out to his family. Kenny and Richard Marx wrote a song, and I'm not going to sing it right now because there's no way I'd get through it. But they wrote a song for one of my records that I worked with Richard Marx produced, and it's one of my favorite songs on the record, and so much so that we didn't play it very much, because sometimes as an artist you play a song over and over and over again, you kind of you grow tired of it, and I didn't want to grow tired of that song. And it's on one of my records there, and in not next Sunday but the Sunday after, we will definitely do requests. So send us all your requests. Send them in through Facebook, however it is you send them through. Our assistant and creative designer Karen knows how all that works, but I'm assuming it's through Facebook, and we will put together a request show. And I guarantee I know one song I'm going to be singing by Kenny Rogers during that request show. That's one of my all-time favorite Kenny Rogers songs, and I won't give it away right now, but I'm going to tune my guitar because you guys are such a nice crowd. Nobody's thrown anything at me yet, and I'm going to make sure it's in tune for you. This next song is a special song. It's a song that it's all about my best friend in all the world, Jen. And when we were first married, we were living in Hopewell, well, literally just outside of Hopewell, Nova Scotia, Pictou County, just across the tracks. Our kids were very young at age, both close together. I believe they call that Irish twins. They do have a strong Irish background. We couldn't afford to go out and have date nights. So what we would do is we'd get together in the living room and we'd play, usually it was a George Strait song. She loves George Strait. But sometimes it was a Lionel Richie song, because I'm a big Lionel Richie fan too. And we'd have a slow dance. And it really, when I look back on our lives now, we've been married over 25 years. And I look back to that time, it was really a vital time to spend that, even if it was only 45 seconds together a night, because we were exhausted. Her more than I from dealing with the kids, but it really made a big difference. And I always send this song out to her. And any couples at home right now, you're at home, of course you're at home, you're isolated, you're together, maybe you want to share a little slow dance. Gonna leave a long day behind. Gonna take the world off your mind. You're gonna give love a chance. baby, slow dance. Gonna take the kids to your mom's. Gonna throw some Lionel Richie on. Gonna give love a chance. And baby, slow dance. So let me show you that I'm still the man I used to be. Take you in my arms, sweep you off your feet. 'Cause I can still remember what it feels like to believe in true romance. And baby, let's slow dance. I'm gonna let the moment have its way. I'm gonna kiss that smile back on your face. Gonna give love a chance. And baby, slow dance. So let me show you that I'm still the man I used to be. Take you in my arms, sweep you off your feet. 'Cause I can still remember what it feels like to believe true romance. And baby, let's slow dance. Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Let me show you that I'm still the man I used to be. Take you in my arms, sweep you off your feet. 'Cause I can still remember what it feels like to believe true romance. Yeah, let me show you that I'm still the man I used to be. Take you in my arms, sweep you off your feet. 'Cause I can still remember what it feels like to believe true romance. And baby, let's slow dance. Yeah, baby, let's slow dance. Well, I hope you got to do some dancing together there. It's always good to cut a rug, as they say. So, a lot of people know, and if you don't, perhaps you don't even know who I am and you're just coming on the channel because you're looking for something to watch. If you do, welcome. I'm George Canyon. It is a pleasure to get to spend this time with everybody across the world, which is freaking me out a little bit, not gonna lie. Usually when we do a show, it's in one location. We're doing a show right now everywhere. Ireland, I had a note from Germany pop up. This is awesome. This is awesome. We're coming together as a world. So when I was a kid, I wanted to be an Air Force pilot. I wanted to be in the Canadian Air Force, greatest military in the world. And got type 1 diabetes when I was 14. And of course, that dream, I was told I would never get to live and never get to fly airplanes. And by the Lord's grace, I've been a pilot for over 11 years and got to spend a little bit of time as an honorary colonel in the military and about to become active again. And, it's just amazing when I look back at my life. But as a type 1 diabetic when I was 14, nobody talked about having diabetes and living their dreams. And I knew if I ever had a platform, I would do that. So I started to really kind of be a big mouth about being a type 1 diabetic, which is great. We need that. And try to encourage kids, maybe not setting the greatest of examples, but encourage them to take control of their type 1 diabetes and live their dreams like I'm getting to do and have done for many, many years. 36 years as a type 1 diabetic. Yes, do the math. I celebrate 50 years this year. I turned 50. There's my boy. Our puppy Oakley just came in. This is great. We're all at home. You might even hear him bark later. Who knows? And Stan the Man is coming back too. Stan the Man, our French bulldog. Oh, he's got face only a mother would love. He's going to be coming on next Sunday show for the kids show. So make sure you come back for that. Anyway, long story short, I wanted to finally start doing something, and I've been working with children with type 1 diabetes and their families for the last probably close to 20 years. A big shout out to the JDRF, Dave Prout and the entire crew at the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation in Toronto. God bless you guys. And keep up the really good work. We need to be supporting them right now because we are getting close to a cure. I can feel it. So long story short, like I said, I wanted to start something that I could reach a lot more people and talk about type 1 diabetes and the mistakes I've made and my life as a diabetic. And so we've started our very first podcast. It hasn't been released yet. It's coming out within a week, called Life as a Diabetic, the Highs and the Lows. No pun intended there. And please join us. There's going to be many episodes with a lot of cool guests coming on. We're going to talk about diabetes. We're going to talk about other things that have nothing to do with diabetes, but as my life as a diabetic and how I would deal with that and go through that. And it's going to be a lot of fun, podcast and vlog. So you can go on YouTube and actually see me doing the podcast, because sometimes I'm going to be holding up items like my Dexcom G6, my CGM. I'm going to show you guys that. I'm going to show you my Insulet Omnipod. We're going to talk a lot of tech and stuff. We're going to talk about Transport Canada and how we got through and we made the changes to allow type 1 diabetics to be commercial airline pilots, first in the world. And Austin McDonald, big congrats to Austin out there. He's a first officer for Air Canada Jazz. And I know because I was on his very first flight. It was awesome. All right, so long story short, again, boy, I got a lot of long stories and got to shorten them up here. One of my dreams as a kid was to be in the NHL. And you just got to be careful how you ask the good Lord for these things. I asked him if I could be in the NHL someday. He answered my prayers. I should have been a little more specific, and I should have said, can I play in the NHL someday? But I didn't. I said, can I be in the NHL? And I'm so honored to be the anthem singer for the Calgary Flames. Although right now it's all shut down. But better to be safe. And so I thought we could do my favorite Stompin' Tom song. When I was a kid, growing up, Foxbrook Road, just outside of Westville there, I learned every Stompin' Tom song I could. I love Stompin' Tom. I just love his music. I love his writing. It's so raw. And he was 100 million% Canadian. And I really feel I'm trying to walk that walk. I'm 120%, 110, 150%. I'm through and through 100% Canadian. Let's just get that straight. So I thought we could do a little second national anthem. Hello out there, we're on the air. It's hockey night tonight. Our attention grows and a whistle blows and a puck goes down the ice. Now the goalies jump and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores, she's a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. Let's hear ya, and the best game you can name. It's a good old hockey game. Hope you're singing along at home. Second period, where players dash with skates a flash, the home team trails behind, but they drop the puck and go bursting up and are down across the line. Now they storm the crease like bumblebees, they travel like a burning flame. We see them slide the puck inside, she's a 1-1 hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game, it's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name, it's a good old hockey game. For my brother Dave Gunning, who might be sitting at home there out in Lions Brook, we used to sing this one together. The third verse is for you, brother. Take me where the hockey players face off down the rink, and the Stanley Cup, she's all filled up for the champs to win the drink. With the final flick of my hockey stick, it's a one gigantic scream. Now the puck is in. This is where you'll insert your favorite hockey team right there. They win the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game. It's the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is a good old hockey game. Hey! A big shout out to all my buddies in the Calgary Flames. They're all at home right now. Hopefully we'll be back together soon, boys. I'm very interested to see whose favorite teams were in that particular blank. It's always fun. So remember, next week we're going to do the kids concert. And I'm very interested to see if I can keep up with the questions next week, if we have some kids questions coming in. Sorry, it's the first day with a new tongue. I'm just breaking it in. I just Vancouver Canucks. Ooh, got a bad shiver there. Someone chose the Vancouver Canucks. Montreal, well, yeah, that's when I was a kid. Can't help yourself there. Please sing "O Canada." I would be honored. It might be a little awkward. I'm just trying to get through everything here. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm going to start blushing. Okay, I can't look at those anymore. You guys are making me blush. This has been absolute treat for me. I didn't know I would enjoy it this much. To be honest, I mean, I can be brutally honest with you guys. I was freaking terrified. My heart was pounding. It was like, I mean, it pounds before I go on stage to do a show, but it was really pounding. I was like, what are they going to think? So I'm really honored that you came on, and you're in my prayers, know that. Just stay strong and stay together, and encourage others to self-isolate and social distancing and all that stuff. Let's show the world. Let's show the world, get the world to come together and get through this. We can. Not only as a country, but as the world. So the very first Johnny Cash song I ever learned was this one. Of course, it sounded way worse than that when I first learned it. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And that train keeps rolling on down to San Antone. Now when I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, we'll always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I cry. Well, I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking a coffee and a smoking a big cigar. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can be free. But those people keep a moving. That's what tortures me. Lord, if they free me from this prison, if that railroad track was mine, well, I bet I'd move it all a little further down the line. Well, far from Folsom Prison, it's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah, I let that lonesome whistle I'll blow my blues away. Thanks so much, everybody. God bless you. We'll see you next Sunday, but check back lots. We might have some other live things happening during the week as well. It has been such a pleasure, and I really hope I didn't screw this technical side up and everybody got to be a part of this. God bless you and your families. We'll talk to you very soon.